Hey, what's up? It's your boy, Huggy Boy MMA down here. It's a fucking Saturday, fucking 2 hours before the fight. I'm gonna make my predictions, for all my big fans. Yeah, let's get into it. Quick fucking, thing. Alright, Alexia Ternera versus Bruno Brazil. Bruno Brazil shit, dude. Yeah, she's been 1-1, 1-1, one loss, one dub. One against Molly McCann. She's alright. But, she's not that good, to be honest. Bruno Brazil beat Ming Shi, but Ming Shi's like really fucking puny and I don't know. But Alexis Naira, fucking a bunch of wins, lost to Brazil but a long time ago. Bruno Brazil should be the fucking decision winner. Alright, on to the next. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Ricky Simone versus Adrian Yanez. Yanez, he's a boxer. Um, hasn't been looking too good recently. Against last fight was against Daniel Marcos, lost split. Vinicius Salvador got a finish there, but then lost Jonathan Martinez, Raffon. To be honest, those aren't really bad losses, but you know, not as good as we thought he was. And then we got Ricky Simone, who's been in the game for a long time, man, been a long time. You know what I mean? But last loss against Ronnie Barcelos, before that beat Cameron Smotherman, Jerry Basharat was on a 3 losing streak, but he's not that bad. I think Ricky Simone. You know what? I think Adrianis could get this. He's a slight underdog. I think he could get, his hands on Ricky Simone. Probably. I think he should be able to stop the takedowns. I'm not too sure about his takedown defense, but I think he could. If he could, stop the first takedown, I think he could beat Ricky Simone on the feet. So yeah, Adrian is by fucking decision. All right, on to the next. All right, Navajo Sterling versus fucking Bruno Lopez. Navajo should win this. He's a pretty good prospect, 8-0. Hasn't really gotten finishes though. He's been a decision merchant. Bruno Lopez, on the other hand, coming off a loss against Jacoby, and that's not bad. Before that, yeah, I think winning streak with like Vincent Rivero. Um, yeah, no, I think Navajo should get the dub. He's pretty good. He hasn't really gotten finishes though. He's young. Um, pretty good on the feet. Yeah, Navajo Sterling by decision. Nothing gonna change. All right, we got Casey O'Neill versus Gabriel Fernandez. I've seen Casey O'Neill fights. I've seen her fights before. Losing to Jennifer Maya is not that good, dude. It was like 3 years ago, but still, like any version of Jennifer Maya is kind of trash. Then got armbar by Adriana Lipski, the hottie. Not doing too good herself. Casey O'Neill is fucking trash. I don't know why she's a favorite. Um, yeah, no, what the fuck? Gabriel Fernandez ain't bad. Fuck yeah, I'm going Gabriel Fernandez. She's plus money. Casey O'Neill just isn't good. It hasn't showed anything. Yeah, fucking Gabriel Fernandez decision. Next one, Marcin Tybura versus Tyrell Fortune. This one's kind of a tricky one, right? Because Marcin Tybura, I don't know what to, every time he fights, I don't know what to expect from him, right? Got KO'd by Ante DeLeja, but before that, beat McParkin and Janata Denise. Before that, last Sergey Spivak, right? But I haven't really seen Tyrell Fortune's fights before. He usually gets finishes. Last 3 fights have been finishes, but against kind of bums, dude. Look at this: 2012, 65 and 32 and 9-6. And then he lost to some dude named Sergey Belastani, who was 12-3. I don't know, man. He doesn't seem good to me. He was in Bellator, I think. I think Marcin Tybura is a fucking. He's a veteran, crafty veteran, dude. I think he'll be able to fucking lay it on him, dude. So I'm gonna get Marcin Tybura by I don't know, TKO. Alright, next one. We got the fucking Chase Hooper versus Lansing Gibson Jr. Lance Gibson Jr. lost against Bobby Green, who then went on to go KO. What's it for? Fraud Zell Huber. So it's not that bad of a loss, but even then, losing to Bobby Green still isn't good. Chase Hooper, on the other hand, last loss was Alexander Hernandez by KO TKO. Jim Miller win, Clay Guido win. He's been kind of beating up old people. It was weird because I haven't really seen him against any top, like semi-good competition. And when he has, he's gotten finished. But he did beat Zesty as forgot his name. Zesty as Jordan Levitt. All right, yeah, okay. Yeah, Lance Gibson Jr. ain't that good. I think Chase Hooper still has more to improve upon. His striking is good. It's just that his chin is kind of suspect. Grappling, of course, is his bread and butter. So I do see him being able to fucking, grab a hold of Lance and submit him. So I got Chase Hooper by submission in the third round. All right. Next we got is Ignacio. Okay, this one's pretty good. Ignacio Bahamondes is Tafik Musayev. Tafik lost against fucking Uga Buga his last outing. Didn't look that good. He got submitted pretty quickly too. And Ignacio coming off his loss against Rafael Fiziev. I don't know. I thought Ignacio was gonna gonna get that dub against Rafael Fiziev, right? But he ended up losing that. It kind of looked lost too. He's 28. He's still young. But Tafik on the other hand is old as fuck. 36. He's no longer in his prime. Before that, he was in Ryzen and Bellator. He's looking pretty good, dude. This is a prime. This is prime Tafik. I think he would have he would have been able to get the dub against Arlight, but he's old, dude. He's old. He's not in his prime no more. Got good. He has good striking, wrestling, but again, he's old. Ignatius should be able to finish this guy. To be honest, he should be able to get he could submit him. He could also knock him out, I think. But I just say Ignacio by finish in the second round. Yes, indeed. Okay, we got a pretty good fight here. Mansour Abdul Malik versus Yasri Belguri. Pretty sure Yasri Belguri trains with Alex Pereira. His last fight got a KO over Azamat Bakoa. That was actually a pretty good fight. Yeah, he lost against Marco Tulio back in the Contender Series back 23. No, he's fucking good, dude. He's been looking pretty good recently. Mansour, on the other hand, undefeated. Beat Antonio Tricoli. That's not good. I don't even remember what happened here. I think this one got overturned because of something. Decline. It's really fine doing good, and I think UFC is way better athlete. Mansour, Monster's not. I don't think he's that good, dude. I think he's just, he's undefeated, right? But he hasn't really been against anyone good. And Yusri Bulgaria has, his last outing looked fucking phenomenal, dude. He looked fucking slick on the feet. I think, he's a kickboxer, isn't he? So, I think he'll just end up fucking up Mansour Abdul Malik. I feel he's gonna get the knockout. I say in the first round too. Yeah, dude, he's fucking sick, dude. His fighting style is sick. He's 33, 5 years older, but he's fucking huge, dude. 6'6". Dude, he's just gonna be able to fucking land whatever he wants with Mansour Abdul Malik. I guess the one thing would be Mansour's wrestling. I think I don't remember how he fights because it's been a long time since I've seen him fight, but I'm pretty sure that's what he's gonna wanna do against a striker like Yusri Bulgari. So yeah, I don't think you'll be able to get any of that takedown going on him, and Yusri Bulgari by KO first round. All right, Okay, this one's pretty good. Terrence McKinney versus Cal Nelson. Terrence should get the knockout or yeah, knockout choke, whatever. He should get the finish really early on, right? He never really goes to decision. I think all of his fights have ended by finish. Him being finished or him finishing, bums. Cal Nelson, not looking too bad. The record not looking too bad, you know. What is it? 4 wins, 4 and 5. Is that how I say it? 4 and 5. Well, his last loss was against Steve Garcia, who's fucking good, and who's about to fight Diego Lopez. So that's not a bad loss, but I don't know. Cal Nelson just doesn't feel like a threat anywhere. Terrence McKinney, obviously, he has pretty good wrestling. He has fucking power on the feet. I feel he's way better, right? The only problem is if he, gasses out and fights like an idiot, like he usually does, and blows his load in the fucking first round, right? But I feel like Terrence should be able to get a quick finish, right? If he doesn't get in first round, then he might be cooked, to be honest. But I think he'd be able to get the first round finish. So he comes out strong, almost like calms out, but except he doesn't have the gas tank. But yeah, I got Terrence McKinney by I'd say maybe possibly knockout. So yeah, knockout Terrence McKinney first round. All right, what do we got next? Oh fuck! I actually skipped Terrence McKinney, huh? Julian Erosa versus fucking Larian Douglas. All right, Larian Douglas. He's 13-5, pretty on a pretty good win streak, 5 fight win streak. Lost to Isaac Thompson. So I've been seeing. I haven't really seen his fights right about. I know he's fucking slick, dude. Got KOs, submissions, some decisions. Usually knocks out his opponents. Um, but yeah, this is one of those fights where everyone's gonna think he's gonna lay it on Julian Rosa, but Julian Rosa is pretty fucking slick, dude. Um, his last fight against Malik Costa, it was pretty close, dude. Fucking hell, Costa was having a little trouble, Fucking Rosa's a fucking craftsman, he was before that he was on a 3 fight winning streak, with Darren Elkins, Christian Rodriguez pretty good, and Ricardo Ramos. But then before that, I lost against Fernando Padilla. That's not a bad loss, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, I think it is kind of a bad loss. All right, well whatever. Hakeem Dawidi beat him. Steven Peterson, Rosa is 36, so he's pretty old. He's gonna be 6 years older than Douglas, right? And I would say pick Douglas, right? But Rosa is fucking crafty, man. He's usually he's won when he shouldn't have won, right? Like against Christian Rodriguez, I thought he was gonna lose that, but he ended up fucking submitting him. Um, dude, I think Erosa's gonna be game, dude. I think I'm gonna choose the underdog, right? He's fucking 6'1" also, right? So I feel like is he 6'1"? He's no way 6'1". That's fucked. That is fake. But yeah, he's fucking good, dude. Um, I don't think Doug is gonna be able to fucking finish this dude, right? Rosa's crafty. Alright, he's a submission artist. He's got good, he's got good hands. So I'm gonna say Rosa by I don't think finish. Oh, maybe finish. I'd say second round finish. I don't know about what. I don't know, maybe submission or knockout. I don't know. Oh. All right, we got oh man, Michael Chiesa, the legend of the game. He's gonna get a fucking retirement package against Nico Price. Yeah, no, yeah, Nico coming off that fucking terrible loss. What? It wasn't even a month ago, was it? Coming back relatively early, stepping up short notice. Michael Chiesa should fucking submit him. Nico is fucked, dude. He's old. He's old, right? But he's so like worn down. He's been knocked out a lot. Knocked out against Robbie Lawler, which is crazy. And then even then got knocked out by Nikolai Roketinov. Yeah, Michael Chiesa should easily win this. no idea why Price is coming back so early, but I guess he needs money to feed all his children, those 9 kids, I think. But yeah, Michael Chiesa, I think he'll get the choke, right. And I don't see Nico making this hard for him. If he does though, that shit would be hilarious. But yeah, I don't know, for some reason Michael Chiesa, I don't like this dude. Like, he just feels I don't know. I don't know what makes me feel like he's kind of forced, not forced, but he's on the commentary disc sometimes, right? I don't know. I know they're gonna give him a package though, a goodbye package. I don't know. He just seems like well, fuck it. Whatever. But yeah, Michael Chiesa by submission. Fucking first round, dude. Fuck. All right. Alexa Grasso, my girl, against Macy Barber. Also my girl. Yeah, nah. Grasso's on the decline. Last 2 losses against pretty good competition. I'm not saying they were bad losses, right? Valentina Shevchenko was the champion, and Natalia Silva. You know, that's not a bad loss, to be honest. Natalia Silva should be next to fight Shevchenko, and then Macy Barber had 7 wins since her last loss, which was against Grasso. Dude, I'm gonna be honest. I know she's improved. She does have power. I know she's got a boob job, if I remember correctly. She got some work done. It has nothing to do with this analysis, but you know, I don't know. I feel like I know, I feel like she should win, right? But I don't think she's that good, right? I think she's obviously she's gonna probably go for the takedown, right? Or maybe she could, you know, be trouble on the feet with Grasso, but I feel like Grasso's still better on the feet than most women in this division, right? The only problem is her takedown defense is fucking garbage. Um, oh yeah, she did get fucking pieced up on Telesiv. All right, so she's the second best. All right, fuck it. But I don't know. I kind of, for some reason, her last fight, I know it was like what, fucking 3 years ago, I think. I had it before, right? Three, four, yeah, like 5. That's actually a lot. Yeah, it was 5 years ago, but she still kind of fights the same Macy Barber, right? She be fighting them ghosts. That's how she was. She was fighting with the ghost essentially last time, right? I don't know. I know Grasso's fucking not hasn't been looking good, right? But I feel like she can get the dub, you know? Just it's just that takedown defense, right? I don't know. Fuck it. I'm gonna go Alexa Grasso by decision, dude. I don't think Macy Barber's that good. Um, she just seems like someone who doesn't improve a lot, and she has won a bunch of her last fights, right? But against two, right? Amanda Ribas, Andrea Lee, they're not bad, but jeez, I don't know. I don't think she has improved. So yeah, I'm gonna go Alexa Grasso. She's gonna get the decision win. I'd say split. Fuck it. All right. Next. Oh, it's okay. The main event. Okay, now this is where it gets serious. Israel Adesanya, Palestine Adesanya versus Joe Body Cam off Pyfer. Um, yeah. So I think before this, Adesanya was I think he was the underdog, right? But then they kind of flipped, so now Pyfer's the underdog. But yeah. Okay, so on one hand we have Adesanya, who has lost 3 fights. Has lost 3 fights, but they've been against champions or number one contenders. You know, Sean Strickland got outclassed there, got submitted by DDP, and then got fucking flatlined by Nasser Nimavov. But these guys are probably like the best three other than Chimaev, right? And he did look good in all three of these fights, right? Hasn't looked like he's declined. I still think he's still pretty good, right? He just lost against better comp. Um, I don't think he's washed. I think he just good competition finally caught up, right? And then on the other hand, we got Joe Pyfer, pretty 29 young, right? Got power, but I think that's all he has. His technique's pretty fucking shit. All I can remember from him is that fight he had against Hermanson where you know, he just got I don't want to say styled on, but he just got decision, right? And it looked like Pyfer had nothing for him, right? So it makes me think like Adesanya, who's pretty slick and like the back foot and dodging and weaving and doing his style bender shit. And I don't think Joe Pyfer is gonna be able to handle that. I think he's just gonna run in like a bull, um, just try to land that knockout, right? Unless he completely changes his style, but I don't see him. I don't know. I don't see him doing anything else but like just look for the fucking the KO, right? He could wrestle, but I don't think he would, right? He has, kind of turned to God, right? So maybe that might change his fight style, but I might be going too far in this. But Izzy, I still think Izzy's got it, right? Even though he's lost, he's still look good, right? He's not too old for a middle. He's 36, and I think Izzy's gonna be able to do his style bend. He's gonna be able to look, like he once did. And I think he'll be able to get I don't know if he'll finish Joe. I think he'll decision him. To be honest, I think he'll decision him. Maybe get hurt here and there, but yeah, I'd say Izzy by decision. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry for the late upload. I'll tell my big fans. But yeah. Alright, peace.